Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Vintage Chill and Chat. My name is Sammy Thunder. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. We are again Sunday triple headers, really just the kind of the pinnacle of ending a incredible week and weekend. So obviously I started off 7 p.m. here, and then Alex from Bowman 53 with the card room on the wrench squad, I guess, are going to be joining him, and then at 9 o'clock we have Theo headlining with four collectors, and a really great panel there. I didn't get a chance to see who was fully on the panel. I think Tony from Southern Collector, and it's been a long day, so I haven't really gotten a chance to see the thumbnails as far as who's going to be where, but really, I don't know about you guys, but today was this weekend was great. If you for the hobby, a lot of things going on, obviously. So just happy to be with you guys here and chat away. So let me see who's here. So we have Andrew, always a person of punctuality. So thank you, Andrew, for being here. We got Steven with a PH. Looking forward to seeing you, buddy. Peacemaker Cards. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Rocket Rick. Good to hear from you again. I spoke to you or texted you earlier. Jake from Waxpack Wisdom. Ready to chill and chat in that order. I'm all for that. Mach 20. Rock on. Yes, sir. And was that intro the Mookie Chilson Band? Close. That was The Offspring with Smash It Up. Jacob Dahl, hello, Sammy and all. Brian gave a video like. Thank you, buddy. You're the master at giving likes to videos, my friend. Thank you. Mark Hoyle, we spoke a little bit earlier as well, or texted earlier. Good to see you. Mookie Chilson Band is unplugged like OG Dylan. Very nice. Cardcast, I'm going to watch your video in a bit. When you posted the first video, I was thinking, are my speakers not working? But then I realized, like, as soon as I refreshed, the video was gone. So I was like, okay, I've been in that position before. I know what that is all about, and I'm glad you reposted yours. So I look forward to seeing it. It's awesome that you're doing videos now, man. Like, you're really churning them out a lot more these days. So I'm really pleased to see that. And for those that don't know, I'm going to give Cardcast, I'm going to give them a plug. One of the friendliest dealers, just a cool guy to chat with, and just, really offers some great deals on cards, and just finds these really unique cards that you just don't see all the time. So good to have you here, buddy. Eric, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. And let's see. Litzy Sports Card, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. I'm happy you're here. So I think we're caught up with everybody, so that's great. So, I'll just kind of you guys may have seen the videos, but if you haven't, I'll kind of share a recap here as far as what went down this weekend. So on Saturday morning, I made arrangements with Mookie's buddy Pete to go pick up a PSA submission that I submitted through him, since he has an account with PSA. We were at the Philly show in December, and I wanted to get my my Willie Mays, to see if I can. Yeah, it's right here. I wanted to get my Willie Mays 7-Up postcard graded, and he was kind enough to do that through his account, and he let me know that it arrived, and so I made arrangements to go pick it up, and it was literally a drive-by pickup, because it's put it right in the mailbox for me, and I just took it right out, and it has arrived. It has arrived, and it's a stellar piece. Not too many of these are out there, at least graded. So I knew what to expect, but I will say this much: PSA does a good job with postcards, especially oversized items. So really pleased to get this back into my hands and into the rest of the oversized Maze stuff that I have. So that was, and then Friday, so then after that, I went to check out a card shop, TNT Sports. Not not too much vintage. They had bargain boxes and some vintage in the display case, but really it was targeted for more of like wax boxes, and um, some great looking singles, and also bargain bin box. But it's a little bit for everybody. And so I'm not going to go card by card, but I found some really good looking 65s, and these will be ready for these will be readily available in a nice little lot that I'll put together soon. So I did that. Then I went to a great shop called Triple Play in New Jersey, not too far away from TNT. And so I got a chance to talk with the owner of the shop, Tony. He seemed pretty enthusiastic about showcasing his shop, and looks like he got a good response. And so hoping maybe some of y'all reached out to him if you saw anything. He's a guy you can ask if you have X, Y, and Z, because he'll look and he might have it. But I picked this up. This is the JD McCarthy, and Stuke, who is an absolute encyclopedia of knowledge when it comes to the hobby, gave me some insight on what to look for, and we were able to kind of narrow this down to 60s. I think late 60s, I think was what he said. If he's here, he can fill in some gaps for me. So good. That was a good Saturday, and then today, I went to the card show in Babylon. Went there for a little bit, and if you guys haven't seen the video yet, I picked the 77 Pepsi Cola collection set with the glove, and it's all intact. And I remember Dan from Vintage Baseball PC picked one up at the White Plains show, and this was from the same dealer was at the Babylon show, so I picked this up today as well. So really, the highlight for today was going to that antique mall. It was more of like I think it was more of kind of like an antique shop with, but really some remarkable pieces. And for a while, I was walking around, not really seeing anything baseball related. And then I saw that one display case that had just absolute gems inside. I mean, so many cool things in there. Not really any cards, but I mean, everything from pins to vinyl records to just, I guess I could just show it. This is a cool little piece here. These wind-up clocks, Berto Clemente. This one, Mark, is going to Mark. We made an agreement. So Mark, I was surprised that Mark didn't have this. I just feel like Mark has everything, but I'm glad. Nothing makes me happier than when I can find something for other collectors in the hobby. And so I reached out to Mark and I said, "Hey, do you have this?" And he goes, "No, I actually don't." So it's really cool that we were able to make that happen. And of course, there's one for Mickey Mantle as well. So just one of the bigger really pieces was this is unbelievable. I've never seen this. I've never seen. I could probably do a Google search and probably find maybe these were like listed in auction, but I saw on eBay what these were going for, and it's just incredible. It has. I don't know if I can. I don't know if this will make out or not, but yeah, my camera's. I feel like I need to do this where I just kind of put this in focus, but whatever. It has Mantle. It has Yogi Berra on there. It has Bobby Richardson. Um, and let's see who else. Has Tresh in there, and also has Whitey Ford. So this was probably the highlight piece. But or let's see what else. Here's a Willie Mays watch, which God, the camera sucks tonight, man. It's just not zooming, not focusing. I feel like there's a technique to get this to focus, but anyway, it's a Willie Mays watch, and I'm gonna get this fixed, and love to kind of wear it at shows. I think that would be just a cool piece. So to have with me at shows, just to Let's see what else. I've only seen this once. The Willie Mays jigsaw puzzle. And I want to say my buddy Woody, who sets up at the Philly show and at the National, had this. He's a big Willie Mays guy like me, and I swear he had this. So this is pretty cool. You just don't see these too often. Just some unusual outside the box pieces. Um, you don't really see this too often, where Nolan Ryan is celebrated as a Met when you're showcasing 300 wins. So that is pretty cool. Nice little I don't know, ceramic, or it is, but this was a limited series. There's only, I guess, 3,000 of these made, and figurines. This was part of the Miracle Man series from '92. So pretty cool there. And I got some gifts from some other people as well that will be, I don't want to spoil it here, but this is going to be some really cool gifts for some people that I put together. But let's check the chat. I've kind of showed everything here. I'm going to try to see if I could go back to where I left off. So let's see. Jason, my buddy, my co-host, Cardboard and Cold Ones Master. Jason is here. Pete is antisocial. Oh, so funny, Mookie. I'm sure you saw those texts that we were going. I think you're in those texts. Sorry, I'm just looking for my water bottle. They were pretty funny. They're really funny. But thank you, Steve. There's some good pieces in there. Let's see. Andrew says I watched the video earlier. Those are some unique clocks. So it was tough to find information about those clocks, but I did discover that a mantle clock sold through Heritage. I couldn't tell you what year. I couldn't tell you tell you what year it sold, but from the description, it looks like these were made in the '80s, which I think makes sense. Low grade. You and Sammy swinging by the Philly show next month. Need to say hello and introduce myself one of these times. I will be there. I think Mookie is. I think it's 50-50 right now. I'm not sure. We talked a little bit about that, but I'll definitely be there. Most likely Saturday. Jason, thanks for doing that, man. He's a good guy. Good guy. Gone fishing. What's up, buddy? Good to have you here. Good to see a lot of familiar channel YouTube channel names, and I guess you could say familiar faces or digital faces. There was a Burke Ross there at that shop in Jersey, and believe me, I was tempted. I was very tempted, even though I have one already. Thank you. Yeah, the watch is a cool piece. I think it's going to look cool walking around with it. Mark, thank you so much for subbing to him. I appreciate that. The Auravision in that case, there was the Roger Maris in there. I probably should have taken a closer look to see if perhaps it was you're more of the you definitely know a lot more about those Auravisions as far as like the test issue or something like that, but I don't know which one was test issues and not. Yeah, thank you, Stephen. Plan on trying to see if I can move the Clemente, the mantle. And what else was I going to move? There's something else that was, and the Yoo-Hoo can as well. Yeah, they're going to, I can't wait to see. Yeah, it's going to just fit in so perfectly. Thank you, Jake. It is, just really cool pieces that you just don't find. I was not expecting to see like that Yoo-Hoo can, or because everyone hypes up those Yoo-Hoo cards, and it was just kind of cool to see that these Yoo-Hoo cans were celebrating some Yankee greats. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, man. Gone fishing. It is insane. I almost left not buying it, but I felt like definitely couldn't leave it there. Had to get it. I've been buying more at antique stores lately. Yeah, I would say, I'll be honest with you, Mark, 95% of the time I don't walk away buying anything from antique stores just because either the price is completely inflated, or there's just the pieces are, there's just not really something that just strikes me. This display case had amazing prices and just absolute just striking all the way through. With a little rum, referencing some Big Daddy there with Adam Sandler. I know what you're doing there, Andrew. Yeah, I never seen them either. I had to go on eBay and search, and I saw that a bunch of them sold for incredible value. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Barry. Yeah, the puzzle piece is pretty cool. I love the Willie. I mean, I've only seen that once. I've got the Yaz puzzle from that set. That's cool. I have to look that up to see who else had puzzles made around that time. Do you know what year it's from? I imagine it must be like 73. It must be 73, 72, or 74. I'm not sure. Hey Xavier, how you doing, buddy? Good evening, all. I think we're all pretty good. Glad you're here to say hey. Say hey. Puzzles are hard. Sammy, pro tip: start with the borders work in. I don't think I'm gonna mess with it. I mean, I guess I could, but I kind of just want to kind of enjoy it. Let's see. Let's see who else. Thinking about Philly might be a game day call, and we'll see. I guess. Just saw that watching clocks. What a diverse haul, Sammy. Yeah. So a lot of those pieces will get moved. The clocks will get moved. The Yoo-hoo can will get moved eventually. I just have to figure out the logistics. And I think everything else I'm keeping, unless there's anything else here. I think a lot of the other stuff I'm going to hold on to. That place was a honey hole. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think we got many antique stores around my neck of the woods, but I have come across some nice collectibles over the past year. Yeah, it's a hit or miss, and majority of the time for me, it's a miss. So I can completely understand. So the puzzles are from 72. Cool. So yeah, it's just a really cool collectible, kind of off the cuff of the stuff that maybe collect. It's a very niche market, I think. Um, and the idea of the can date, yes, Keith, that's from 1959. They have 59 is what I was able to find out. You get some good sales after Christmas. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully. Oh, thank you, Orlando. I appreciate you watching. Good to have you here as well. It's Orlando is. I mean, we all love Orlando, and he's an absolute. Just somebody who is one of a big resource in the hobby. So good to have you here, and always go to Orlando for advice. Which I think that we're gonna for my next week. I'm not going to be doing a vintage chill and chat because I will be hosting for collectors live stream at 9 p.m. next week. So I will be having Orlando and Scott Stukes Collectibles. So I look forward to having both those guys on. I want them, I kind of want to bring both those guys on together because they're both resources for me. And I always look to them to provide some insight on very obscure items that, I mean, as you saw in the chat, I was asking, asking around, trying to figure things out. So, Mike, who does your opening song? It is The Offspring, Smash It Up. I first heard that song when I went to the movies and saw Batman Forever, where the scene where Chris O'Donnell steals the Batmobile and goes to downtown Gotham and gets himself in trouble. Card cutter. Is there anything specific you'll be looking for in Strongsville this year? I really need to get on that. I have been putting together lists. I think I'm probably going to be aiming for Mathewson items, just because I've really kind of garnered and I've heard. What's the right word for this? I've kind of really found a lot of the items that that I've been after for Seaver, Mays, and Nolan Ryan. There are some other pieces that are still out there for me that I want to find, but there's a lot of Mathewson pieces that I would love to add to the collection, and I've had opportunities to add certain pieces that come up here and there. But I feel like Strongsville is an opportunity to see a lot of those items in person, and I think that's probably going to be my focus. Um, there is one maze item that I will continue to try to seek to close out my 52 unique rarity maze items, and that is the star decal of Willie Mays. I know Howard Chasser has one, so that's always an option. I don't know if he still has it. He might have sold it, but we'll see. But yeah, just Mathewson is probably my focus right now. It's difficult for me to look at those Mets cards. I was quite disappointed as a kid in 1969. I mean, 69 is when they won, so I think wouldn't you be happy about that? But I guess I mean, it's tough being a Mets fan these days. But there's hopefully light at the end of the tunnel. Um, I know this year might be a little challenging because the pitching is not as solidified, but I think they have a good shot. It's gonna be a tough fight, though. I will say that much. Batman Forever is fire. Yeah, I really think so, man. Batman Forever is awesome. Um, I think I like Val Kilmer as Batman. I mean, it's a lot of those I think it was a Joel Schumacher film, and so they kind of carry on that kind of cartoonish underworld type of environment. Nothing like Christopher Nolan, but um, yeah, Batman Forever was awesome. I thought that was a fun movie. I watch it from time to time and time again. Greatest opening song is "Spirit of the Radio" by the Holy Trinity known as Rush. Yeah, for anybody that watches Cardboard and Cold One, that is the theme song. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's probably the way to go. Great choice. Hard to go wrong with him. Yeah, I think so. We'll see what I think. Howard, um, you know, Howard's a good resource and to go and to see what he has. But Chappell's my guy. I generally go right to Chappell's table first. I beeline it over to him to see what he has because you know, if Chappell he'll bring like I gotta have more conversations with him because at the Philly show he brings out a great inventory, but then when I see him at the when I saw him at the National, that inventory was like mega inventory. It was just multiplied by incredible pieces you just would never see outside. You've got great stories, Petty. Is Petty here? Oh, Petty is here. I didn't see him before, but 90s nostalgia. Yes. I forget more than I misremember. Uh, I don't know, man. I knock on wood. I haven't gotten there yet, but my short-term memory seems to be slipping today because I kept forgetting where I put my water bottle. So never a good thing. Ooh, nice form, but a little rough on the landing. He may have to settle for the bronze. That is classic Jim Carrey, the Riddler. Thank you. I love that line. Love the star decal, Sammy. Yeah, I think you showed me the Jackie that you had. You need the double one for Jackie with Campy. Yeah, that's a solid duo. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big black bat? It's full of zingers in that movie. Hey, Chris, what's going on, buddy? Thanks so much for being here, man. I watched Chris's video earlier about the Southern Leaguers with the T206, and Chris does a great job, man. I mean, he works really hard. He works really hard to put together some really top-notch, like really professional style videos, and he's incredible and very knowledgeable with the T206 set. And he did a video today on the Southern Leaguers. Really went into detail about the different backs and how many Southern Leaguers have certain backs to them. So recommend checking out Chris's channel for that reason. I'm beelining to Chapel too. I never get to see him. Yeah, I know he's very. I'd imagine he'll be at the Philly show. I think he'll probably be at the Chicago show that's happening. Is it happening? Jason can help me with this. Is it happening next month or April? Can't remember. But yeah, he has a territory. He has a certain territory that he focuses on. I don't know if he goes down to Nashville, but he definitely goes to the Philly show. He definitely, obviously, goes to Strongsville. So, very nice. The Chicago Spectacular is in March 3rd, three weeks before Strongsville, so I get first dibs on a lot of the dealers at Strongsville. Yeah, it's always, I don't know, man. Strongsville, everybody wants to make sure they have money for Strongsville, and it makes a lot of sense. You want to just kind of resist the urge because you want to. I think it's, I don't see any. I'm conflicted here because if you find something you don't see every day and it's something you wanted, don't wait on it. You, that mantra, you just have to go with that mantra. On the flip side, you want to have something with you. You want to have funds with you so that you can bring to Strongsville because there's nothing whether it's a big or a small pickup. You want to come away with something. I think it's always important to come away with something. It doesn't have to be a monster card. It could be something small even. So, do you know who broke up Tom Seaver's no-hitter bid against my Cubs in '69 to be exact? The name is slipping me, so I probably should know it, and I feel ashamed not knowing it, but I will let the chat have fun with that one. Sammy, have you ever seen the movie from 2000 called Frequency? It ties the New York Mets 69 World Series into the movie. I'll have to check it out, Mike. I have not seen it, but thanks for recommending it. Let's see. Thanks, Sammy. Absolutely. And thank you, Mookie, for sharing this. That is that's the link that you guys can click on. I think since Mookie has a wrench, you're able to click on it. Oh, so Jimmy Qualls. I think Mark was answering that question. Mike Petty, you guys kept me up all night last night. That was fun. It was a lot of fun. I didn't stay up all night, but I watched a good portion of it myself. My cash reserves have taken a hit. 6 weeks to recoup. Well, your cash reserves, that checkbook is always fresh, man. 52 Tops Jackie is what you're planning on for as of now. That's be a great pickup. And I think you'll have a lot of fun going through finding the right one, Steven. So it'll be a really good Strongsville for you. If I see the card of Philly, there goes the Strongsville budget. Yeah, I completely understand. And I would not blame you. Thanks for putting up with 3 shows. Tony, make that palatable. I know he would, yeah. Jimmy Qualls ruined the near perfect game. And Jason's filling in. Chapel, Stan, Ash, Tim Payne. A few others will be at both shows. Yeah. Tim Payne's another guy. Great inventory. Like the Ted Williams clock for Mark. You had to buy. I've never seen one. Yeah, so yeah, Mark, I texted Mark the Ted Williams, and that was again, you look at Mark's collection, you look at Mark's card room, and it's absolutely remarkable. And you would think, oh, he's got to have that. He's got to have it. Lo and behold, he doesn't. So that was great. Again, there's something about, I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's just me, but there's something rewarding about helping another collector out find something in the wild. Maybe it's the treasure hunt aspect of it. The thrill of the hunt. And it's even better when you find it on behalf of somebody else. Good luck to everyone who is bidding on REA. Yes, good luck. Love your leaf, Jackie, Mike. Just gorgeous. Love the sports spectacular twice a year. Feel lucky in Chicago area. There's almost always a different card show to go to every weekend. That's really cool to hear. I've never been to the Sports Spectacular. I'd imagine it's kind of a shrunken down version of the National when it's there, but uh, it's probably an awesome show to go to. Petty, I've been recouping for 3 months. I know the feeling. I'm actually about to make a huge deal on some graded cards that I'm moving on for my collection, and we'll see. Yeah, it'll be great. Mike is now getting high appeal cards. That's uncharacteristic. So Mark has everything but the pesky pole in his room, the best. Big polar bear rarity in REA. Which one is that? I haven't looked at REA's auction, so I don't really. I have kind of been stepping away from some of the auctions lately. I kind of glance at them outside of the Heritage one because I went to the showcase room where they were showing the cards, but I haven't been really paying too much attention lately these days. Just kind of focusing on, I look at eBay and see what's available, but other than that, just kind of been, keeping an even keel on things. Sports Card Queen, how are you doing? Good to have you here. You're tired of winter. I am tired of winter too, and I'm glad that today was a 40-degree day, and that this week is going to be 40s and 50s. It's a nice change. Enough with kissing Petty's behind. Yeah, I'll let the chat handle that one. But good to see you here, Rick. Oh, Ron. Oh, so Sports Card Queen is Rhonda. Rhonda in the house. Good to have a name. Good to associate the name with the channel. So good to have you here, Rhonda. And I think I think we caught up with the chat. So yeah, a lot to look forward to. So like I mentioned, next week or next Sunday, I will not be hosting a chill and chat. I will be doing the For Collectors live stream with Orlando and Scott from Stukes. And this upcoming Thursday for the Cardboard and Cold Ones is episode number 24. And I thought it would be great to celebrate episode 24 with really showing cards of anybody who wore the number 24, and there's plenty. So a lot to look forward to there. And we have, we have Rick joining us as well as Dylan from Double D. So I'm looking forward to that one as well to see because Rick has an incredible maze collection. Dylan has just a wide variety of different players from his collection. So it'd be great to kind of see them share some great pieces. Since Dylan, I know, especially likes collecting as well into the 90s and forward. So it'd be good to see what he's going to show as well. But yeah, Jason and I will be hosting that on Thursday. One sec. So Orlando is saying here O'Hara's T206 variation REA. And for Chris, Polar Bear Collector. Yeah, I'm sure Chris is keeping a close eye. You need to find Ford C. Frick Award winner Chuck Thompson saying one of his famous phrases, "Ain't the beer cold?" That's good. Andrew says, Kiefer Sutherland, Jack Bauer was a great 24. Amazing. So, yeah, man. Just a really good weekend overall, and some great pieces, some great gifts that I'm putting together so that when we get to Strongsville, I can either, I can give these out. And for some of the gifts, I think some of the people will not be at Strongsville. I will hold off and exchange them at the National. But I figured maybe if you guys want to see the cards that I will be moving on from, that I'm selling in a big. Let's see, is there anything else from that? No. So these are the graded cards that I'll be moving on from, and I'm working out a deal with a friend of mine who we've been going a little back and forth on it. So moving on from the Hank Aaron. Got the Clemente. It's going to be Tris Speaker. Bill Russell. Moving on from the Bill Russell in action card. Got a Roger Bresnahan card. I found this Seaver at Garfield, and this is part of the package deal. So pretty much a really nice group of rookies and technically second years, but that will definitely help build a healthy budget for both Strongsville and the National. And I've been kind of working on a bunch of smaller sales collectively that will some with other collectors here with channels, and some participants that are active in both the live stream chats and the comments. And for those that don't know, this is doing I know Mike Petty hates this, but I'm doing a VR right now for the 3,000 subscriber. It's kind of a collective VR because I'm doing it to celebrate both Scott with his t-shirts and his artwork. And so there's a video on my channel you can check out that where you can get all the rules, and you have an opportunity to win a Willie Mays transogram, a Lou Brock transogram, a Bill Mazeroski transogram, and a Lee May transogram. So there's going to be 4 prizes. You can make a VR video, or you can leave a comment below. Just check out that video. I would like to link it right now, but I can't at the moment. But there's a video that's available that will go through the rules and everything. So let's check in with everybody here. Just going back a little bit. Mike, I'm going to be going Saturday, most likely Saturday. Friday, I generally work, so Saturday looks like. Are you bringing those to the Strongsville trade night? If you're referring, I guess you're referring to those graded cards that I was showing, but those are going to be being sold. But whatever I don't sell, I'll bring with me. Let's see. Thank you. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty. Yeah, I tried to get good looking cards in low grades. It's really it's kind of what for lower budgets like mine. I try to aim for good looking cards in low grades. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it. Strongsville trade night should be fun. I'm bringing cards to trade sell. I'm looking forward to it. I think John, Theo, myself, Dan, we're going to be rotating around, kind of acting as hosts, or we are going to be hosting it. So obviously, there's more as the date gets closer. There's going to be more announcements, more collaboration videos that are focused on Strongsville. So definitely more to come with that. I got tired of watching the Hobby Hustle halfway, but I'll finish it when I'm really bored. It's good. What's my bill up to? We'll talk about that off camera, my friend. I have all the different cards ready for everybody, but we'll talk about that off camera. Oh, those were for sale. Pardon me. Very nice, Sammy. Now bring out your Cubs card. I got something. Yeah, I got something for you. You might like. Um, I got this at a antique center in Maryland, and I thought you would. I thought I'm trying to find Cubs fans that would like this, but let me take it out of the sleeve because it will probably look a lot clearer that way. But I'll do my best to get this in focus. God. Well, it's not doing its job. There we go. So I had it a second ago. This is Watching the Kids in Cubs, three-quarter century ball clubs, Waterfront Park in St. Petersburg, Florida. This is a postcard of, on the back, it says explicitly, this ballpark is packed to capacity when the old-timers averaging 75 years of age and over play ball on their own diamond at tropical waterfront park. And this was obviously a postcard that was written to somebody and posted in 1955. But if we're talking about 75 years of age, we're talking about dead ball era Cubs players. So here's a Cubs card for you. Maybe not exactly the kind of Cubs card you wanted, but very cool nonetheless. I catch you when you do live, Sam. I appreciate that, Rhonda. Appreciate you coming by and hanging out with all of us here. We're a good bunch. We're a good bunch, and we do our best here. So, thank you for coming by. Thank you, Mookie. The VR request. Thank you for posting that. So, if you guys want to check out that video, you can. I think the deadline is March 12th, so you have plenty of time. John, man, we were just talking about the trade night, so that's didn't miss too much, and you can always replay it over if you want. So, which one of the four collectors will be taking drink orders? It depends who has a steady hand. Bringing. I guess that would be me, being the youngest. I guess you know what I'll take everybody's drink order and then make sure I come back with a drink myself. Yeah, John did a good job last night. He finally found a winning combination for your auction shows. John does a spectacular job at hosting auction hangouts. Really, it's always a lot of fun. Should be a great weekend in Strongsville. Super excited. Yeah, the countdown is on. It is definitely on. My two favorite words this time of year: spring training. It is alive and well, my friend. Good to have you here, Hammer. Let's see. White Sox fans can relate to that postcard. Didn't they play in a dead ball era last year? I know those are fighting words, Mike. Yes, sir. Of course. My Giants are 2-0 in spring training games. The Giants are determined to win the Cactus League trophy. That's something. Mookie is earning his money tonight as a keeper of the wrench. Yeah, I gotta start giving wrench. I gotta start giving wrench privileges to others besides Mookie. Yeah, can't be the only workhorse. So just sub to Sports Card Queen. Yeah, give her a sub. I mean, I think she's fairly new. Yeah, Rhonda, you could tell me if you can. Yeah, if you want to plug your channel, I definitely do so. It's great to have you here in the community, and always appreciate a fresh perspective. So, thank you. Probably have to make Mookie work overtime. Got to pay him time and a half. Easy on my White Sox. Oh man, that was a lot of White Sox roasting. Whoa, I finally start wrenching around. I got demoted. No, man, you're not getting demoted. I'm not saying I'm going to demote and get rid of your wrench. I'm just saying I'm going to offload some of the work that you have to do so that you're not overwhelmed. So, going to give a second wrench privilege. Just haven't decided who yet. Anyway, most scarce wrench anywhere. Not even his cardboard and cold wood partner has one. I just haven't. I just I gotta go back in and yeah, Jason's a good candidate. I think Jason is a good candidate. So let's do this. We have 46 people here. I can't imagine everybody in the chat is going to vote here, but let's vote for who's going to get wrench privileges next. So, who would you like to see get a wrench for future live streams, both cardboard and cold ones and vintage chill and chat? Go ahead and put your vote into the chat, and I will try to keep my eyes on it, and we'll tally up the votes, I guess, and determine who gets it. So we got to vote for Petty. We got to vote for Orlando. So we got 1-1. Let's see. Orlando gets the second vote from Petty, so Orlando is currently in the lead. It was a lot of Jays. It was a lot of roasting on you, man. But I know you take it in stride so well. Let's see. I volunteer as tribute. Absolutely. You can vote for yourself. Petty. So Petty's getting a wrench. Looks like everybody wants Petty to get a wrench. Overwhelming vote here. Overwhelming vote. Yeah, oh, Andrew got a vote. All right, Jeff Wilson gets a vote. Andrew has 2 votes now. Jason got a vote. I'm abstaining. My wrench monopoly is too important. It's so funny. It's so funny. So it looks like Petty is the overwhelming winner. So, all right, I think Petty's going to get a wrench. He'll be the next one to get a wrench. Unless, you know what? Let's see. Going back here, I've seen Office Space, and oh man, I love that movie. When he talks to the 2 Bobs, oh, it's priceless. So priceless. Do you need a wrench caddy, Petty? I mean, can always use the help, I suppose. Nice. Petty has to work. As long as Petty's doing it with with some scotch or whiskey in his hand, that's all good. All right, guys. Listen, we're about to be at 50 minutes, and I want to give you guys enough time to do what you got to do on before heading over to Alex Bowman 53 to the card room, which looks like it's going to be a great group tonight. Speaking of wrenches, Wrench Masters, the Wrench Squad, bunch of wrench guys joining in. I guess their annual wrench holder meeting to discuss what the plans are for 2025. But thank you guys so much for sticking around. Again, check out Bowman 53. And also make sure you stick around for 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to watch 4 Collectors with Theo tonight, who's hosting. So thank you guys so much. I will see you next week or see you next weekend on 4 Collectors at 9 p.m. Take care, everybody.